Check out the speed of this new Acer Iconia 1.7. This is equipped with the latest Intel Atom processor. And here, beside me, is the HP EliteBook with the Windows 8 Intel Core i7 processor equipped with the Beats by Dre audio. Look at that. And then we have the CloudPad and of course the first ever Filipino brand, Red Fox, to come up with a 2-in-1 device. When you say 2-in-1, it's a laptop that can split into two and become a tablet as well. And beside me is the Asus PhonePad 7, and this is the Aspire switch, Acer Aspire switch, and the Lenovo ThinkPad. A lot of juicy stuff for you to check out right now on this episode. So do make sure you keep your eyes on the screen. Hey guys, it's me Ryan for www.mytechisland.com, and we're here live for the Intel Roadshow 2014 at Radisson Blu Cebu. And beside me, of course, is the country manager, Callum Chisholm. Did I pronounce that right?
You did. Thank
of
you.
Of course,
Ryan.
and this is on my right is Wowie, Marketing Development Manager, Wowie Wong.
Hello,
We've met a couple of times already in all the shows here. So, sir, can you tell us a little bit of what's going to happen today?
Yeah, you know, we're really excited. We've got a lot of new tablets and 2-in-1 devices coming out, actually out already, and new ones hitting the market soon. So we've showcased that in Manila, and of course we have big markets here in Cebu as well. So we wanted to bring the devices that you can see around here, talk about what's available now, talk about the roadmap, what's coming out towards Q3 and then Q4, and what to expect from the technology. So, you know, we wanted to meet, greet, talk about the technology and really get some hands-on experience.
Great. And Wowie always does very good demonstrations.
It does.
And I see from the setup here, you have anything that you want to share about what you're going to do?
Oh yeah, we'll share with you details on how performance is now with the new Atom processors. So it's far beyond what we used to know about Atom. It's twice the performance, 3 times the graphics performance, without sacrificing any of battery life.
Great. That's, you know, people want to hear what Atom has compared with all the quad and all the other multi-core processor mini devices that are out there. So I'm very excited to see the strength of Intel today. And of course, the new devices that we know will be available in Cebu soon, or the rest of the coming later this year. So guys, check this out.
So let's look at the tablets that we have now today. So first of all, we have over 130 different designs worldwide. Okay, they were also showcased at the Computex, and it's growing. Okay, again because you're 7, 8, 9, 10. You've got Android, you've got Windows, you've got some maybe dual OS, etc. There's a lot. So from a CPU perspective, and this is really the code names on the left in the blue. We have Clover Trail Plus, and we have Bay Trail. Okay. In terms of tablets, we mentioned we're looking at about a 4x worldwide growth this year on Intel-based tablets worldwide, and certainly we're on track to driving that also here in the Philippines. You can see from our architecture, we're offering both Android and also on Windows. Okay? We have both architectures, Clover Trail Plus and also the Bay Trail. Okay, and we'll see later on in the roadmaps when we share you how we're going to continue driving that forward. The first thing is consumers, what are they looking for? Now as it starts to evolve, rather than before tablets when it first came out, everyone it was more, can I buy a tablet because it's now accessible at a price point? They're now looking for extra functionality, reliability and performance. So now we can offer 64-bit. They want the performance, but with the energy efficiency. They want the graphic capability. They want to have these type of sensors. We're building in things, the communication, whether it be Wi-Fi is still very prevalent here in the Philippines, which has actually helped us to launch designs quicker as technologies catch up. But we have 3G also in the market now, and later you'll hear we'll share about LTE also.
To clarify Bay Trail, we've been talking about Bay Trail. So just to give you an idea what truly Bay Trail is, because we truly have a lot of code names for every kind of CPU that we have in our list. But just to make it clear, you all know about Haswell, our 4th generation core processor family, which you normally find among our desktops and notebooks. Bay Trail is our value segment offering up to mainstream. At par with Haswell, the timing, but now changed their family name to what we call as Bay Trail. And under Bay Trail are now Celeron, Pentium, and Atom. So just to give you an idea. Alright, so the point that we have here, all of our devices are ready. Anywhere from Atom, Celeron, Pentium, i3, i5, i7, you name it, we've got them on any form factor. And now that's what we've developed among our tablets as well. New tablets from Acer. But we've had tablets with Acer since W3, W4, and there's more coming both on Android and Windows 8 this July. For Asus, I would say that 99.9% of their tablets are now all on Intel. And in Computex, you may have CES. We've launched the Zen phones with Asus, all running on Intel as well. So these are what we have. And when you look at our local OEMs, we have a huge footprint as well. These are all the brands that we have. Something we boast among all other Southeast Asian countries. They don't have anything like this, but we do. Right? And we're very, very strong in our country. And we're highlighted in Asia Pacific for being a great company who is able to do this. Providing local companies with what they need.
First of all, most Filipino small businesses and micro businesses are a pen and paper type of industry, right? Listahan, kumaga. Lista natin, sino may utang, okay? Now, that can actually be pretty messy, and it can take a lot of steps. The SARI software, rather in conjunction with Intel and Asus, actually started off as a solution for what they call the nanay, mga sari-sari store, mga nagpapasa load, di ba? If you go there, they're actually going to say, and then they write it down. It can be a 15, even 17-step process. With this solution that was created, it now brings it down to three steps. It simplifies it. It's very easy to monitor. Kung suki kayo, it's very easy for the nanay to actually track, oh, who's that person? Do you know kung may utang sila? So they can monitor it as the revenue as well. Now, they've already piloted this in the Manila branches of Mr. Dona, and they're even looking to expanding it through other franchises within the Ramcar group, such as, for example, KFC. Okay, so this is one area which we also want to help develop, the scalability of coming up with solutions for micro businesses and small businesses, since we all know that there are easily over 1 million of these small businesses in the country right now.
Now, education. Education is something that we as a team, country team, as well as Intel, is very passionate about. We actually doing a lot of work here in the Philippines on education. Okay, so we actually have, I mentioned with you some of our local partners that have specific education type products, as well as some of our global partners as well that we're partnering with. Basically, i.e. no electricity, no internet connection. So we worked with one of the telco companies that boosted the signal to get a little bit of a signal, okay, to the school, but still no electricity. So we came up with a solar design, which basically is, we'll show you the architecture in a minute, Jason's going to show, where we use this, what's called C3.
This ultra small form factor, this is a full feature PC that we are using as a server. Okay, so this server here will basically run all the contents okay, host all the contents that students in a campus can access. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right here, okay, so this is my tablet, okay, and so to connect to the server to get the content, basically I can just launch a web browser, whether it's Internet Explorer, okay, Mozilla, or any other browser. So again, this solution is very intuitive, okay, meaning, okay, since it is browser based, okay, any device you have that runs a browser can connect to the school content. Okay, so this is, we'll just enter here. Okay, so this is the these are all the contents that are being hosted on this server here. Okay, so for example, from here, schools can post announcements, okay, class schedules, okay, and basically for the demo, I am going to run, let's say, science and mathematics for elementary school. Okay, let's go to one of the parts. And again, as you can see, this is a very interactive learning curriculum. Let's say, let's choose one of the modules and select your grade level. Okay, so it can host several classrooms at the same time. All right, so let's just pick one of them, okay? Recognizing one half of a whole. So as you can see, the solution is fast, okay? Because actually, this is all you need for your setup and your client device, because this thing actually acts as a server and a wireless access point in one device. Okay, so you don't need to connect this machine to another switch or router. Okay, it's really up to the schools. Okay, how much interaction, what kind of content they want to access. Okay, and again, this is a solution made possible by Intel architecture. Okay, servers like this one and anything you have that is Intel-based phone, tablet, desktop PC, so notebook PC, so anything you have can access to the content.
And when you say dual OS, you have both operating systems running at the same time, right? So just right beyond F12 here, right? Just right beyond F12 is the Android Windows 8 switch. So by clicking on it, I'm now on Android. So it's running on dual OS. So, and the best part is, so if you're on tablet mode, you just have Android. You start it in, you get Windows 8 and or Android. So whichever you like. So you've noticed here that if I click this on Windows 8 again with just one click now. If I eject this, it defaults to Android. So it has a 16 gig drive SSD at within this tablet to run Android, right? Running on Atom Clover Trail Plus. So it's beautiful, right? So when you plug it in, there's a 500 gig hard drive on this keyboard, on this piece right here, running on either Intel Core i5 or Intel Core i7. So you get full PC experience, right? So there's a utility there where you can transfer data from Windows 8 to Android and vice versa to make it easy for you over Wi-Fi, right? And it has also utility for charging the machine. So this one runs about 8 to 10 hours of battery life, 8 to 10 hours of battery life as well on your core-based machine. You plug it together, it helps each other. It gets about 14 to 15 hours of battery life. And if this goes out on low back, when you plug it in, you can ask this machine to be charged by this battery. So it really works well together when you have these. No? The reason why it's called Trio, no? It means it can do three things, three form factors. So if this is a notebook and a tablet, do you know what the third one is? If it's called a Trio? Sure. Yes, sir. It actually is the desktop. This machine is connected to your keyboard, to your big, huge monitor, keyboard and mouse. This will act as the CPU of your desktop. That's why it's called Trio. So these are just one of the many new inventions that we have when you talk about two-in-one form factors. We used to call this a folder, right? So it can, the reason X360, it can fold 360 degrees, right? And it runs on either Bay Trail Celeron and Bay Trail Pentium. Now, there's a new thing that we have among Bay Trail Celerons and Pentiums. On Bay Trail-based Celeron, it now comes in two versions, Celeron Dual Core and Celeron Quad Core. Okay, so we already have them now. The new Pentium, which is now part of the Bay Trail family, no longer has a dual core version. All new Pentiums are on quad core. So this baby here has two models out there in the market, one running on Celeron and one running on Pentium quad core. There are many things that we can do with the with two-in-one. So anything that you might prefer, so we already have them again from Atom, Celeron, quad-core Pentium, i3, i5, i7, in all kinds of flip form factors, detachables, Ferris wheels, whatever you like, we have them for you. Any kind of you, right? So that's the beauty about playing with two-in-ones. And again, we have, with regard to all operating systems, we support Android, we support Windows 8, and we support Chrome. All right.
So we have a Spurs, okay? How about you, sir?
I want Spurs, but I think the video game let will win.
Miami will win. Okay, so Spurs, we have Miami. Anyone else?
Spurs.
Miami, then Spurs. Actually, over wireless display.
Twitter and the money down low. And for Miami. And the boys slash Jones and this. Chalmers is the leader of the rock. And Tosh is the rock. Now here's Wade. Tipped up. He hangs in there and catches him on the side against one. Johnson gets the first one up on the board here for Miami. And he's on the board early. The first is right there. Actually, Parker passes to Leonard. Duncan left side. Leonard. Back to Duncan. Just pull and shoot. They were a year before, and he still was tough at that end of the court. The thing is, you can see them turn it on and turn it off when they needed to eventually, so they always managed to get the key stop when they needed it. And when you're coming off a title like the Heat are, there is...
Is it running on the wireless transfer? Is it running on full resolution?
Yes. So every demo that we are showcasing today are running across the wireless display. Okay, and again, we continue to stress that that's one of the strong foundation of Intel's ecosystem. That we don't just deliver the performance, but we continue to explore other user experience technologies that makes computing great today.
Now what we have, which is coming out, this is more field. Okay? See, okay? But basically this is quad core on 64-bit process technology. Okay? Maybe I'll pass it around that way, okay? Please don't take it home with you, otherwise we're on the ferry back to Manila, okay? But again, that is almost where we're right up to now, okay? And then towards the end of the year, we're going to launch codenamed Cherry Trail. Cherry Trail will be on 14 nanometer. Okay, 14. What does that mean? Obviously, first of all, it's lower power packet consumption, and then it's actually going to be SoC, so system on a chip. So everything even more highly integrated together. Performance up, power consumption, etc. down. So this is on the Sophia 3G. As mentioned, it's basically we'll have the modem and the RF basically together here. So it'll be the first one integrating in with the 3G modem. Okay. So again, that's bringing together our investments that we've been working in parallel with and bringing them all into the expertise of one silicon. At the end of the day, we're a silicon company, manufacturing company, and we're bringing all that integration together. Although obviously what we've shown is we have the software, big software integration and enablements going on, and we have all the training, form factors, designs, and everything around.
let me just walk everyone through, okay, on some key performance elements that our Mary Trail and Bay Trail can deliver. So our Bay Trail is our quad-core offering, okay, and we are saying our quad-core versus the current 8-core competition. Okay, so here we have a field reference design Bay Trail versus one of our competitors. Okay, so this is a Coolcat 99768. Okay, and this is a MediaTek processor. Okay, on the ARM octa-core design, and as you can see from 3D games, okay, content creation, okay, for Photoshop or for PowerPoint and other productivity apps. And so we deliver superior performance as compared to our competition. And we are very competitive, as you can see, leading Qualcomm by more than 2x, okay, and Apple by about 30%. And for graphics bench, okay, this is measuring 3D performance, so in short, gaming. So versus Apple A7, okay, we are 66 frames per second compared to 57. Again, we lead Apple over that one. And comparing to the Qualcomm, okay, we lag behind Qualcomm by a small margin. But again, we are very competitive. And by the time we launch more fields, okay, we are expecting to take back our lead on the graphics performance. Okay, so again, we are very, very competitive. Okay, in this 3D gaming performance. But okay, if you go back to the web browsing, we lead by a huge margin. And last but not the least, okay, so we have good performance, but our battery life is one of our strongest points. Okay, if you remember a few years back, okay, everybody's saying, okay, Intel being too power hungry, but as tablets, smartphone technology mature and more performance is needed, suddenly we are the performance and battery life leader, because it's easier for us to continue our performance architecture by slowly adjusting the battery life, while our competition have to come out with an 8-core processor just to match with our quad-core offerings today.
So there you have it, guys, the Intel Roadshow 2014 right here at the Radisson Blu. It's nice to know that Intel is doing a lot on their part to get these gadgets to you. How? By first trimming down, or as they said during the presentation, is they're trying to lower down their bill of materials to save up on these devices. And it's nice to know that when they do save up on the bill of materials, they pass it on to you. And I've seen it through the previous Intel Roadshows that their prices are getting lower and lower and lower. That today they already have an Intel phone or phablet at the price lower than 5,000 pesos. Imagine that. It's also nice to know that they're working with a lot of local partners to get you more affordable gadgets here in the Philippines. And they're doing content. They're searching for. They're working with a lot of third-party app developers to give you educational tools, even sari-sari store softwares that they worked and built in their devices, just to give you all this functionality on your Intel mobile device. So to me, they're no longer just a silicon product developer or a hardware manufacturer. They're also now they're really becoming a solutions company, providing you with all of these solutions onto their hardwares, from ultrabooks to phablets to 2-in-1s, even to smartphones. So there you have it, guys. Thank you very much for checking out this episode of Mytech Island, only at www.mytechisland.com. A shout out to PRG Photo Shop, and of course to Intel. Thank you for bringing us over and letting us see the goodies that you have in your bag for this year and for the coming years. Thank you, guys. It's been Ryan. Check it out.